Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. So today we're just gonna go over some April reading plans, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. April will, for me, mostly be taking part in Old School April. I love Old School April. Is definitely one of my favorite events here on BookTube to take part in. And yeah, so I'm super excited. So this Old School April is, of course, created by Kelsey from Slime and Slashers. I will, of course, link all of her information below, her announcement video, all that good stuff, so you can get all the deets. But you know, it's a really fun event where we read things, watch things, and do fun activities that are really just based on nostalgia, particularly sort of 80s and 90s nostalgia. But yeah, it's just so fun, and to create such a fun community, a fun Discord for us and everything. It's lots of fun. So if you're thinking about joining but don't know about just come and join us. Honestly, it's just so much fun. You'll get to pick a team. I am on Candyman Crew, obviously. So yes, Candyman Crew. We're going to take it down today. All right. So like I said, I got a little pile here of some possibilities, some things that were, maybe this will work, maybe this will work, maybe that'll work, giving me, you know, old school vibes or nostalgic vibes. Now, you do not have to read like old school books or, you know, books from a certain time period for Old School April. You can read anything, and I'm guarantee you're gonna find a prompt, you know, to fit that book. But I was really wanting to dig into. Sorry, they're painting our house. If you hear ladder stuff going on outside the window, that's why. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I kind of went with old school vibes, so I've got a lot of older books here because I like to really dig into the nostalgia of it all with old school books. But you know, you can read whatever you want, and who knows if I'll read any of these? I mean, you know what I'm saying. My reading has been so weird this year, but anyway. So I got some middle grade, I got some YA, got some adult stuff, I got horror, I've got other stuff. I got a mix of stuff. I think it's gonna be fun. So let's see. Let's do middle grade stuff first. And pull them out of here. So fun things like a choose your own adventure book. I mean, to me that screams nostalgia. I remember reading so many choose your own adventure books when I was a kid. And so this one is number 24, The Mummy's Tomb. This one looks fun. I don't think I read that one at all. I don't remember it anyway. I've had this on a TBR before, but I never got to it. But The Slime That Ate Crestview. This just sounds like a super fun book about slime attacking a neighborhood. Sounds good. This is a series I've been wanting to get into, so I may try to get into book one. I think this is book one. Yeah, I'm on the right one. This is called Remnants by K.A. Applegate. Book one is called The Mayflower Project. This is funny because it's 2011. Yeah, an asteroid is on collision course with Earth, and 80 people have been given the opportunity to survive, to leave the planet before the world ends. So it kind of just goes from there. But I know it is a series. I've got several of the series that I picked up like thrift stores and stuff. I don't know, kind of sci-fi vibes for middle grade. I think it just sounds really interesting to me. So I kind of want to get into this. Let me see. Was the 2001 is when this one was written. Don't y'all care about the others? Let's see. This Choose Your Own Adventure is from 1985. The Slime That Ate Crestview, old Apple paperback, is from 1992. Oh, this was given to Michael from Dad. That's cute. Okay. And to me, nothing screams my childhood and my, you know, first sort of love of books, like a Judy Blume book. So I picked this one just as long as we were together, and this gorgeous 80s style of cover. This one is from, I don't know if y'all care, but anyway, 1987. I think this one, it's not what I remember reading, but I probably did. I just don't remember it. I think it's like two best friends, and then like this new girl comes to town. I think kind of shakes things up, you know what I mean, with their friendship. I think that's kind of the gist of this one. Sounds wonderful. I love Judy Blume, and so it just seems like I have to do a Judy Blume book. I've had this one on a TBR too. I never got to it, but I have this like sort of junior, you know, kind of novel tie-in for X-Files books. This was number 8. This is the first one that I own, but this is Voltage. It is by Easton Royce. So this just sounds fun. And this is from 1996. And I don't know, I was kind of in my Harriet the Spy feels once the passing of Michelle Trachtenberg, because man, I loved watching Harriet the Spy, that movie back in the day, even though I was a little older when it came out, but me and my sister is one we liked to watch, and it was always fun. I never actually have read the book Harriet the Spy, so I thought that could be fun. This is just an old, a really old, really old copy, but this is from 1964 actually, so this is quite old. But yeah, I think it could be fun, and maybe I can do a rewatch of the movie as well. I thought that could be fun. I feel like it's not Old School April Without a Goosebumps. I picked up Let's Get Invisible. I don't know what number this is. Number 6. I don't think I read that one. Again, I didn't read a lot of Goosebumps as a kid because I was older when that came out. I have this Phantom Valley book. This is In the Mummy's Tomb. My second mummy book. Okay. Could be fun. Maybe do a mummy theme. I don't know. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. From 1992. Could be fun. And then this one's a little chunky, but I thought maybe it's time to start the Inkheart series. So this is book 1 for Inkheart. This is by Cornelia Funk. I've heard such wonderful things about this series that maybe now's the time. We'll see. I've just pulled it, it's on my pile. This is from 2003, so definitely fits the criteria. And though not an old book, it is one that gives me old school vibes just because it is a middle grade book, and it has kid characters. This is Raina Telgemeier's Ghosts, and she has this series of graphic novels that she does. And I know, reading, graphic novels can count for a certain prompt and stuff too. So I pulled one of those just because. Let's see. These few here I think are kind of middle grade-ish. I don't even know if this is or not. This one maybe? This one? Not middle grade, but I say middle grade, YA-ish, I think is what I meant to say. I have my last of my Save the Bell books I have to read. I only have 3 of these. This would be the last one that I need. This is called Operation Clean Sweep. Obviously, Jessie is getting into some sort of environmental activism, I feel like. I don't know. More a YA leaning Judy Blume book is Forever. This one was very controversial when it came out, Catherine and Michael, because there's teen sex. I know, gird your loins, but yeah, so I could maybe read that one. I'm still working through my Nancy Drew Files series. The next step for me would be number 6, Whitewater Terror. These are just kind of trashy fun, honestly. I've got this Call Waiting by R.L. Stine. The next call may be her last. I've got this Point Horror book. When No One Was Looking, Somebody Died by Rosemary Wells, winner of the Edgar Allan Poe Special Award. It's a tennis book. It'll be fun. So those are my YA picks. YA picks. So adult stuff, let's see, just kind of a random mix of things here, but let's go through these kind of like paperbacks first. I've been wanting to read more John Ferris, so I thought maybe I could finally dig into Minotaur. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Minotaur, A Nightmare Horror. First it topples dynasties and kills kingmakers, and now comes an orgy of revenge. Whoa. Minotaur, its most sought-after prize will soon be at hand. A dazzling, beautiful, shockingly sensuous heiress. Now only Blaise Ellington stands between the world and everlasting night. Okay. I love this cover. It's amazing. Okay, so there's that. I have this one that Kelsey actually sent me. I still haven't read it. Allison's Baby by Meg Stone. It's just, there's a skeleton nurse. That's all I need to know. One of these kind of maybe slightly trashy vampire books. This one is called Sunglasses After Dark by Nancy A. Collins. Some vampires want more than blood, erotic dreams, blood-soaked nightmares, so sexy vamps. This sort of old school, I don't know if this is a fantasy or science fiction or both. The Black Flame by Stanley G. Weinbaum. Amazing cover. Pretty sure I've had this on TBR before as well. I hadn't got to it. I thought it could be fun to read some of my Star Trek books. I got several Voyager books. Maybe I read Star Trek Voyager number 6, The Murdered Sun. I could read that, maybe. Maybe can. I have a couple Claire McNally books. I've not read any of these. Cries of the Children. Yeah, that could be fun. How about a smutty book? Smutty Blaze book. Blaze is a bit more saucy of category romance. I think they're under Harlequin, right? Yeah. I don't think they make Blaze books anymore, but Tempting Adam. Yeah, that could be fun. I mean, a Cocoon novelization. Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. I feel like that's definitely nostalgic for me. Our pick for the Death by TBR book club is Rosemary. Who's Rosemary? I don't know. Shirley Jackson's Rosemary. The Sundial. If you want to join us for that. The Discord for that's always linked below if you want to join us. We picked an older book in honor of April. Secret Diary of Laura Palmer. I've been rewatching Twin Peaks, and I think a couple of us had mentioned possibly Buddy reading this. So I pulled it out. A Caitlin R. Kiernan book. This is Silk. Put this down. This is Silk by Caitlin R. Kiernan. It says they are young misfits, society's cast off, urban strays looking for a thrill. Something cheap, anything to get them through the night. Sleepwalking on caffeine, nicotine, and drugs, they wait out the dawn in death rock clubs and shadow back alleys. Into their midst becomes an enigmatic spider, a patron saint of the alienated and lost, and she invites them into her mesmerizing world of ritual and ceremony, blood and fire, a realm of vengeful gods, of exiled spirits harboring the dark secrets of hell and the darker secrets of heaven. It goes from there. Sounds great. I've read so little Caitlin R. Kiernan. This one came out in 1998, so it feels very 90s to me. As is like this Ryu Murakami and the Miso Soup. The Miso Soup is from, I feel like it was from, I looked it up now, I forgot. This is from 1997 as well. I feel like I'm going to get some 90s vibes from this. And then Banana Yoshimoto's Kitchen. I want to read this. Why haven't I read this? I don't know. So I'm using this El Scraper to get to these books. Because this was first published in 1988. It is translated from the Japanese, of course. A bit of transgressive fiction, possibly. Dennis Cooper, Try. We'll see. David Shoburn's Unborn. I thought that's going to be fun. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yeah, that's it. That's what I've picked so far. So I like to just, like I said, narrow down to a smaller pile to work through, see what I feel like getting into for the month. I've got a couple of things on my Kindle. I did get a NetGalley. They're re-releasing Kathy Koja's Skin. And so I did, I got an email from the publisher. It was like, hey, we want to read this on NetGalley. It's there for you if you want to get it. So I said, yeah. So I did. So I got that to read too. I'm not, it's one I haven't read from her. I'm probably getting to some audiobooks. I got other things going on too, but there's other books clubs and all kinds of stuff. And of course, I would like to watch a bunch of things too for the watching process, though I have not selected anything. So I'm just going to roll with the month as far as watching goes, but I do want to try to watch some fun movies, some I haven't seen, even years later, TV shows, all that kind of good stuff. So again, these are just some, piles of possibilities. If you've read any of these, let me know. Like, should I move it to the top of the list? That kind of thing. Like, yes, read that book, it's good, or whatever. Let me know. Anything you want to buddy read, definitely let me know. Yeah, that's kind of it. Just the short and sweet kind of video. So I'm, again, looking so forward to April and old school April. Already super jazzed. And yeah, bring it on. So let me know what you're going to get into for April. Are you going to do Old School April? What team are you joining? Let me know. I need to know, because Candy Crew will take you down if you're not on my team. But no, it's all in good fun. So thanks for watching. I hope you're hanging in there and doing well, and I'll catch you next one. All right, bye.